Namaste everyone. We are going to learn various properties of angles related to a circle. Let us first see the list of all properties and then discuss them one by one in detail. The first property or the theorem says that the angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by the same arc at any point on the remaining part of the circle. Extending this property to a little depth, the second property or the theorem states that the angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Again, looking at the first property, but this time with a specific condition. The condition is that the arc subtending the angles is a semicircle. The theorem says that the angle in a semicircle is right angle and its converse is also true. That is, if an arc of a circle subtends a right angle at any point on the remaining part of the circle, then the arc is a semicircle. The next theorem states that the sum of the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degrees. And conversely, if a pair of opposite angles of a quadrilateral are supplementary, then the quadrilateral is cyclic. This property can also be verified using the first one. And the last theorem says that the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the interior opposite angle. Now let us see some details of each of the following theorem. In the first theorem, suppose an arc subtends some angle, let's say x, at the center, then the same arc will subtend half of that angle at any point on the remaining part of the circle. For example, if the angle at the center is 50 degrees, then angle at any point on the remaining part will be 25 degrees. In other way, if the angle on the circumference is, for example, 32 degrees, then the angle subtended by the same arc at the center will be double of that. That is 64 degrees. So this theorem can be remembered as keeping an arc fixed, angle at the center is double and angle on the circle is half. The video link on detailed proof of this theorem is given in the description. Moving on to the next theorem, which says angles in the same segment, means different angles are made by the same arc. All such angles are equal. This is because each of the angles on the circumference has the same central angle. For example, if an arc makes an angle 25 degrees at any point on the remaining part of the circle, then the same arc will make 25 degrees at any other point on the circumference. In short, the same arc subtends the same angle on the circumference. In the next theorem, ends of a semicircle, when connected to the center, forms a straight line, that is 180 degrees. So applying the first theorem here, the angle in the semicircle is always a right angle. And conversely, if there is a right angled triangle, then the hypotenuse will be a diameter of the circle. In the next theorem, quadrilateral whose all four vertices lie on the circumference of a circle. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilaterals are supplementary. That means they add up to 180 degrees. This is because if an arc subtends an angle x at the circumference, then it subtends angle of 2x at the center. The same arc subtends angle y on the opposite side of the circumference, then angle at the center will be 2y. Together 2x and 2y form a complete circle, that is 360 degrees. So together opposite angles will form 180 degrees. So if a pair of opposite angles are A and B, then A plus B will be 180 degrees for any cyclic quadrilateral. For example, if one of the opposite angles is 110 degrees, then its opposite angle will be 180 minus 110, that is 70 degrees. Or if one opposite angle is 96 degrees, its opposite angle will be 180 minus 96, that is 84 degrees. The video link on detailed proof of this theorem is also given in the description. The converse is also true. That means if in a quadrilateral the sum of opposite angles is 180 degrees, then that quadrilateral will be cyclic. So all the squares and rectangles are always cyclic. And now the last theorem. Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is formed by extending any one side of the quadrilateral. And this exterior angle forms a linear pair with adjacent interior angle. Since opposite interior angles are supplementary, that means the exterior angle and the interior opposite angle will be equal because both of them are supplementary with a common angle. So if an exterior angle is 112 degrees, the interior angle which is opposite to this exterior angle will also be 112 degrees. So these are all angle and cyclic properties of a circle. I hope you have understood them clearly. Once you have learned these properties, you can apply them to the questions given in your exercise. Thank you for watching the video and learning. All the best.